Virgo, this is Amethyst Star Tarot and my name is Patricia. This video will be for the week of November 14th through the 20th. If this message does resonate with you, please do like and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate the ongoing support. And you may want to watch for your moon, rising, and Venus signs as well to get a full picture for the week. Okay. So Virgo, we are going to pull your first message from the Oracle of the Unicorns. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please give me clear and concise messages. What is in store for Virgo for this upcoming week, November 14th through the 20th? Clear, concise messages, please, for Virgo. Thank you. Store for Virgo. Okay. Polarity. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. Okay. So this is really like yin and yang energy. Without light, there can be no dark. Without dark, there can be no light. And I think this is recognizing two sides of yourself and how you need both of these sides. You need, to meld two things together. This could be, different traits or different characteristics, different skills that you have that you could be combining or using together to create something. This could also be utilizing something that you have been maybe suppressing or keeping on the down low, like some kind of skill, but you're bringing it to light. Yes, I'm also getting a very creative energy from this, so I do feel like you could be tapping into the deeper recesses of your soul, really, to really tap into some creative project. That's not for everybody, of course, but for some. Okay, let's get some additional information from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. For Virgo, please, Spirit. Okay. Embracing. This is really a message of embracing yourself as a whole this week, Virgo. This is a message for all of us for always. We are to accept ourselves for who and what we are, because if we don't, then nobody else will, right? But in particular, there might be some doubts or some insecurities that you are battling this week, and Spirit is really encouraging you to see the good within yourself, within all situations, and recognize that nobody is perfect, right? And what is even perfect? What is even normal, and I think these are the questions that you're going to need to ask yourself this week. Yeah, I'm even in this image, you see these specks of light within a dark image, because there is good within any situation. Sometimes you have to look harder for it, but there is. And speaking of that, this could indicate that there is a situation that occurs this week where it might seem heavy, or like there's no way out of it, or there's nothing good to take from it, but there very much is. So even if it's just a lesson to be learned about yourself, that's that in itself is a major thing. Let's get some additional insight from the Kipper deck for Virgo, please, Spirit. Additional insight for Virgo for this week, November 14th to the 20th. Okay. Child, and main male. Okay. So some of you could be dealing with some childhood issues uh, surrounding your father or a sibling. This could come into play. There is some shadow work that's being done, so I feel like there could be a lot of, memories from the past resurfacing this week. And when this happens, this is because these are issues that you're meant to heal from and release, right? Not to potentially dwell in that energy. For others, this could be a son with the child and the main male, that there is a difficult situation, um, where you could be the parent, the father, dealing with a child, um, who, you're having a situation, where it's hard to communicate with them, um, a disagreement on some matter is possible. um, but spirit is asking you to try and find, um, the thing here that um, can be transmuted in a way, because there is light within this situation. And I keep hearing there's light at the end of the tunnel. I've heard this 3 times as I've been talking. um, Light at the end of the tunnel. So I don't feel like this is a situation that needs to perpetuate itself. I feel like that there's work, if this is involving somebody else, there's work that can be done on both parties. There's no right or wrong in this situation, only lessons that can be learned. Okay. Um, let's pull some tarot for you, Virgo. Further clarification on what is in store. Okay. We have the Hierophant. The Devil. And the Strength. Wow, this is a very powerful week, Virgo. You have all major arcana cards here. If you're not familiar with what that means, this is, really like themes that exist within the tarot. Um, you could be dealing with a Taurus, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you could be dealing with a Leo, or you could have any one of these, or all of these energies strongly in your chart. Um, so, for me personally, as a reader, the Devil and the Strength card very much come as opposites in a reading for me. And this is in itself a sense of polarity, right? And there's like there's a message here of exercising control within a situation, but how much is too much, basically, because at what point does the situation become toxic? At what point do you need to step back? At what point do you need to be more compassionate to the other person's point of view? At what point do you need to be more compassionate towards yourself? The Hierophant does speak of tradition, commitment, spirituality, marriage, things of that nature, and also about teachings. And I feel like that's the main message I'm getting, is that this is a spiritual teaching, a spiritual lesson that is existing here between two parties. I mean, we have a male and a female figure, the soft versus the hard, the light versus the dark. And it's very much that message that we got from the beginning, a balancing act. So, you know, sometimes situations are they seem irreparable. Sometimes things are so toxic that you have to step back from them, at least temporarily. And sometimes this is just a situation that you're going to have to let go of, but I am seeing the capacity here for, a lesson that is learned. And even if it doesn't feel like this relationship is reconciled or repaired in this lifetime, know that there was something that came out of it, for the positive. But I do see the potential for reconciliation here. There is a possibility for things to be worked out. But I also see that this is not necessarily just on you or the other person, and please remember that roles can always be reversed here, in all the readings. So, especially if you're dealing with a Leo, Capricorn, or Taurus, this could be, them that I'm speaking of. It could be you, it could be both parties. I'm going to pull a message from the soul's journey for Virgo, please. Yeah, relationships, definitely. Okay, so this definitely is. I am feeling familial or potentially a marriage, because the Hierophant card is here. Yeah, it says, I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good. So, as we were saying, even if there is something in this relationship, that cannot be resolved per se, and you two decide to part ways, eventually, and I'm not saying that has to be the case, recognize that, this entire situation, this entire relationship, how it unfolded, granted there could have been mistakes made on both sides, that there was inevitably, a lesson that one or both of you came out of, um, learning. And so there was a point behind it. And, like I said, this could be something, an issue that's coming up to the surface from the past, or this could be something that you're dealing with in real time this week or the upcoming 7 to 10 days. Let's pull some tea leaves for additional insight for Virgo, please. Okay. We have desk. Pay attention to your work. The first thing I heard was personal work. So I feel like this is working on yourself. We'll get more information. Crib. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Okay, thank you. And clouds. Temporary problems. Okay. So there could be if I'm not mistaken, there could have been a message in the Virgo reading last week about the potential for pregnancy or dealings with a child, and the child card did come up again. So if you do find yourself pregnant at this point in time, this could be the situation that you're seeing potential good and potential, negatives or problems arising from. And Spirit is letting you know that this is only temporary, that things will resolve themselves, and to work on yourself personally. This could be involving a pregnancy or a child to come, or it could be, between your child and your child's, parent, other parent. But I do see things coming to terms here. It just may be a little heavy for a little while. It's kind of like weeding through, yeah, it's like weeding through something, weeding through heavy grass, and then finding that perfect little flower, right? It's that energy. Okay. um, let's pull some love messages for you, Virgo, for the week. What is in store for Virgo this week, please? Spirit, what is in store for Virgo? Okay. Release your the time has come to clear your energy. And keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so this could be, if you are in a reflection mode, this could be reflecting on somebody that existed in the past, somebody you had a relationship with, and you're wondering why you were attracted to them, why you were with them in the first place. You know why you had to go through what you went through with them. These could be the issues that are coming to the surface this week. For others, this could be you in the process of trying to release a past relationship, getting over it, because there is somebody else that's potentially entering your world, but they're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to recognize them until you're past this, because I don't think this is somebody that, like, it wouldn't be considered your normal type, so to say. So I feel like you're really going to have your eyes open for this one, and your heart open as well. So you're going to need to heal from this. Um, if you are in a relationship and you're having any kind of difficulties, um, Spirit is asking you to try and let go of past hurts. Obviously, if they've been addressed and worked through, at some point you do have to let it go if you want to move forward. If you are unable to do that, then the relationship is never going to be on firm footing, and it's never going to successfully progress, right? So you're really being asked to um, let go of past hurts again, if there have been apologies and reconciliation, um, and move forward with an open heart and an open mind. Okay. All right, Virgo, we're going to pull your final message from the angel answers. What is Virgo's final message, please? Okay, that was fast. Let go. All right, yes. There was a lot of releasing, a lot of things that you're holding on to unnecessarily. And, you know, part of the shadow work is, yes, acknowledging these difficult, heavy emotions that make up all of us, but at some point you need to learn to release it, because holding on to it is only going to make it become more muddy and harder for you to overcome anything. It's only going to compound itself, right? um Holding on to feelings that are no longer beneficial to you, these emotions, it's only going to hinder you in the end, in any aspect, relationships, self-esteem, confidence, in any aspect. So Spirit is asking you to let go of the things that you've been holding on to for way too long. And I am getting a very, as I said earlier, very reminiscent energy here, and this could be coming into, like, trickling into your present day relationships. So this is why you're being asked to let go of anything, any guilt associated with the past, anger, resentment, sadness. Yes. And I do feel like there's a direct connection, to source, to God, to the divine, trying to help you realize these things at this time. And this could be why these issues are suddenly popping up to the surface. And with this past full moon that we had, the eclipse season, coming to an end, Mars in retrograde, um, there's just so many things astrologically that are encouraging us all to go through these heavy emotions and release what needs to be releasing. Okay. All right, Virgo. So I hope you enjoyed that message. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can check out my Etsy store, which will be listed in the description box below. And know that I will never message or solicit you for anything. And if you would like additional content, I also post general readings for the collective on my Instagram page. I try to post there daily, and the link to my Insta will be in the description box as well. All right, Virgo, thanks so much. Have a wonderful week. Bye.